ごめんね、本当に。ここは鍵がかかってる。どうにかして開けられるはずだ。あ、ここに虫眼鏡マークがあるのはなんでだろう。
It's a magnifying glass, a big one.
ビッグワン、大きいな。
How come you don't have one of those?
Why? Because I'm. Should I start?
You can pull off a
関
pipe.
係なかった。じゃあやっぱりここか。これだ。ここの鍵だ。
It's locked, but it leads outside.
鍵がかかってるな。外に続いてるみたいだ。
I thought we were halfway up a tower.
かなり上の方まで上がってきたと思ってたけど。
We are.
あ、そうだ。
What's that thing by the handle?
あ、こないだね、やったよね。結局わかんなかったんだよな。ヒントもらってみようか。
Nothing. Still locked.
何も起きないな。まだ鍵はかかったままだ。
The tiles have all got that same sun symbol on them.
タイルにはすべて同じ太陽の記号がついてるわ。
Those moon symbols in the slots.
月の記号もあるぞ。何らかの関係性が。
Maybe they're connected, but also
あ、こないだと
not
同じだ。
connected.
ヒントが。じゃあもう一回。
Nope. It's not budging.
Maybe the information we need
So
is
where is it?
somewhere else.
ああ、じゃあやっぱ違うんだ。
Let's come back once we know what to do.
ああ、そっか。忘れてた。まだ解く時じゃないってね。そんなのどっかに持ってんの。あ、これか。これだ。
I'm still not sure about this thing.
まだなんか匂うんだよな。
Should we take another look?
もう一度見てみた方がいいかしら。あー、でもダメだ。この謎をまだ解くことができないようだで、もう誘導されてるもん。
Let's come back later. It's quiet. You're supposed to say.
It's not. It's an appropriate amount of quiet.
違うんだ。まだ解き忘れてるところあるかな。はてな、あ、気づかなかった。これ何？ヒント？ホークショーと話をしよう。同業者だ。何？気づかなかったよ。はてな。ピコン。どうやったら話せんの？どうやったら話せるの
314 cases
でき
solved.
た。
314.
以上。以上。
314 cases.
どうやって喋るの？開かないもんね。どうやって話せばいい？
Whoa, nice cape.
これを最初に話したもんな。何か渡す
Have you deciphered the meaning of those four symbols on the heart?
あ、
We're working on it.
That's a no then.
あ、あ、そう。頭からじゃ
Tangle
聞いてこう。
Tower. No idea why they insist on calling it that. It's not even a tower. It's little more than a pair of turrets stuck on either side of a mansion.
Have you searched the whole place?
お、
I believe so. Why?
庭師の
He
隣の部
wants
屋
to know
も。
if you found any secret rooms.
いい感じ、いい感じ。
I'm afraid the residents of Tangle Tower are far too ordinary for anything like that.
お、
I was disappointed too.
disappointed だって。全部聞いていかなきゃダメ？
You truly consider this a case file?
What's wrong with it?
No organization, no system.
That's my style. I like seeing everything laid out at once.
そう。
Yeah, it helps me think.
こんな機能知らなかった。チェックついてんね。
Where'd you dig that up?
It wasn't buried. It was underwater.
Someone trying to conceal evidence, perhaps? Makes
Nanka.
quite an impression, doesn't it? Although I can't imagine why she painted Flora wielding a knife.
You didn't see a knife anywhere in Flora's room, did you?
I did not. I conclude whatever
I did
stabbed
not.
Freya must have been brought into the room from outside. Unless, of course, it was the painting itself.
Surely you don't believe in that kind of thing.
A detective's job is to examine every avenue of thinking.
Every avenue.
You got it open. I'm impressed. I managed it myself yesterday. I thought Flora might be hiding something in there.
It was empty yesterday too.
It was. Perhaps it's always been empty.
本当？じゃあ一回開けてんだ。
A somewhat cumbersome device, and an altogether inefficient way to listen to music.
What kind of music do you like, Hawkshaw?
I like anything.
What a cop-out.
これ
I
全部
believe
聞
that
か
was
なきゃ
in
いかんっ
Flora's
ぽ
room
い。
yesterday, but it was not cracked when I saw it last.
え？私が聞いた
I
時は
believe that was in Flora's room yesterday, but it was not cracked when I saw it last.
ひび入ってなかった。どういうこと？
The paint is still wet.
Yeah, well, we know Freya was in the middle of painting when she was killed.
Do you know that? How? Because you were told?
グー、グ
Paints?
Yep.
Paints.
ー。やっ。
This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
お、
Correct.
And, what is it?
It's my handheld microscope for
顕微
up-close
鏡。
investigation work.
What do you magnify with it?
Trace particles, dust, oils, clothing fibers.
Have you used it here at Tangle Tower?
I have. I used it to
Oh,
examine the
it's not
greenhouse
just-
only 2 days ago.
What were you looking for?
That is between myself and my client.
ホークショーを雇った人は誰なんだろ
The people here are surprisingly materialistic, considering how sheltered they are.
う。宝石がなる木。
Materialistic?
Growing this fruit simply because it produces a gemstone-like material.
ジェム
For
ストー
what
ン。
possible purpose, other than financial gain?
You're speculating.
What would you do, Grimoire, if you could grow valuable stone straight from the earth?
うん、育てるよね。
This is a potential murder weapon, is it not?
I don't know. I don't think the murderer would leave the murder weapon just lying around.
I think you'd be surprised as to what people leave lying around.
頭にさ、取り乗っけてるペネロペさんとさ、温室を管理してるフィッツさん、もう確定で付き合ってるよね、これね、多分。
A book from the library, one of hundreds, no doubt. What makes this one special?
It's about birds.
Yes, I see that.
この黒いしおりは言ってくんないんで何も。
Diary. Have you read it?
Not yet.
Mother.
It's locked.
And you haven't attempted to force it open?
That would be cheating.
てんてんてん。開けられない
I
だけ。
admit, it's powerful. Freya was a talented young woman.
Someone even liked it enough to take a photo of it.
Now, we don't know why they took the photograph, do we?
写真が
Perhaps they
撮ら
just
れた
wanted
理由
it。for reference.
破れた写
Photograph
真。
of Freya could be important. I'd
Qué
tell him
buena
not to quit
niño.
his day job, but he hasn't got one, has he?
探検家って言ってたから
Some
ね。
breed of amphibious humanoid, potentially bipedal, although none of the statues show the creature's feet.
I guess we'll never know.
うーん
Is that a clue?
Don't know. It was important enough to be framed, though.
I framed my law degree, doesn't make it a clue.
Same? Yeah?
Who's that?
Not sure. It doesn't really look like anyone we've met so
ま
far.
ポッピーだよ、ポッピー。
Strange.
これポッピーだよね。
3 birds, 1 cage. What makes them worth keeping cooped up, I wonder? Would they not be happier flying free?
But then they might fly away from Tangle Tower entirely.
I wonder if they would.
どうかしら。どういうことだろう。
These people really are ridiculous, aren't they?
デキュラス
And you consider that important evidence, do you?
鉢植えの花。
Where did you find this?
Do you have any theories about where this might have been?
Or who might have had it.
I have several theories, but they are my theories, and I'm not going to share them.
なんかホークショーさんなんか 読めないわこの
These
人。
figurines remind me of a case I once solved involving a possessed doll. Turned out to be a bit of a smokescreen, as these things often do.
Your life sounds fun. Grimoire, why don't we ever have fun adventures like that?
Are we not having a fun adventure right at this very moment?
全部聞いたよ。全部聞いた。
Quite the stoic statue,
Ah,
isn't she? I can only dream of being as cold and indifferent as Flora Fellow.
You think she's hiding something?
Perhaps. She has some strange habits.
変な
I
習
heard she
慣。
barely sleeps, an hour here or there, sporadically. Spends the rest of her time staring up at the sky.
まだフローラの声聞いてないんだよね。
Did you get anything useful out of him?
Not sure. What about you?
Nothing worth committing to paper.
I think he knows more than he lets on.
Probably. But talking with him is so
Probably.
tedious.
いやこりゃ
Considerably intelligent, and her powers of observation are enviable. But she has no ambition, no focus.
In her defense, she's still a teenager.
Barely.
フレイヤ。
Freya Fellow is of great interest to me. I perceived her to be the most intelligent individual here at Tangle
へ
Tower.
え。
Within a day, she had identified for whom I was working and for what I was searching. I didn't know how she did it. I was impressed. I regret that I did not question her more thoroughly when I had the opportunity.
You couldn't have known she was about to be killed, though.
I have only myself to blame for failing to
兆
perceive
候
the
あった。
signs.
What signs?
I do not wish to do your job for you, detective.
いやちょっと協力し合おうよここは。ってことはフレイヤさんが依頼主。あフレイヤだから探偵って当てたって言ってんだからフレイヤが依頼人じゃないのか。
I'll say this, he's well suited to physical labor.
That's a nice way to put it.
Fitz spends most of his time alone in the greenhouse, but I heard he's been breeding experimental
実
flowers
験用の
in
花。
secret.
Whoa, scandal.
I just
Scandal.
wonder if he's getting restless.
落ち着きがない。
Professor Pointer's a respectable astronomer, keeps himself to himself. What?
We're just surprised.
That was the most polite you've been about anyone.
君は誰かのこと。確か
I find her rather embarrassing, little more than a spoiled child.
に。みっ
Penny
とも
must
ね
be at least 25.
27 just makes it worse. Poppy has remarkable musical talent. She could be famous, wealthy even, if she wanted to.
She'd probably have to leave Tangle Tower first.
Quite.
みんな話聞いたよ。ダメなの。ちょっと待ってよ。あ、相関図が出てきた。初めて見たかも。フローラについて何か怪しい点はないか？フェリックスの奥さんがフローラ、フリントはいない。で、フィフィが娘。色か。ピンクピンク？はあ。はあ、ポピーは親友。こっから行った。もうこれなんか結構じっくり見なきゃダメかもね。デテクティブホークショー、探偵ホークショーさん。追い出された感じだもんね。来るなみたいなね。フレイヤはフリシアさん、ダミアン、はあ、いないんだ。ご両親がね、もう。ポピーとは親友だけど、フィフィとは別になんだ。フレイヤが殺害された方法とは？ かわいそうに。フィッツはエミリー・エバーストーンとフリント・フェローの子供で、ペニー・ポインター婚約者。ペニープロフェッサーポインター、プリムローズとパンドラさんはもういなくて、娘のポッピーだけが今現在ってことだね。ちょっとペニーパンドラポインター、このプロフェッサーポインターとどういう関係なんだろう。おじさんか。まあ付き合ってっていうわけだね、婚約者だからね。大きな鳥小屋からフローラ、ポピーポインターがパパ、親友。顔が怖い。こっから来てるんだ。ここだ。ここにいたんだ。謎の部屋から。ポッピー怪しくなってきたよ。フローラ、ロード、リチャード、プリムローズ、フェリックスの旦那さんで、娘がフィフィ。戻ったか。そう。戻る。むず。でも、ポッピーが怪しくなってきた。ポインター教授と話をしよう。ポインター教授。ポッピーがなぜこの部屋にいたのかが知りたいけど、めっちゃお尻振ってるし。ここか。誰と、でもなんか頭から行かなきゃダメっぽいよな。
A listless soul drifting through the
手がイ
ether.
ライ
What's
ラす
wrong
る。
with her?
Not sure. She's always been troubled. Comes from a
家
dysfunctional
庭崩壊の
family.
中。
I'd say you could ask her about it, but I think you might find that to be a bit of a dead
喋んないもんね。
end. He should learn to make the most of his lot in life. And he does have a lot in life.
You're talking about money?
Among other things, but yes, he currently has agency over a
小さな
small
富。
fortune. That is, if he hasn't already squandered it or lost it.
You two don't get on?
Oh no, we're the best of friends.
ベストフレンド？本当に？
Ah, yes, the heiress of Tangle Tower. Goodness knows what'll happen when she
跡継ぎ。
takes charge. I dare say she'll confiscate my telescope and replace it with a microscope.
She doesn't seem to be the type to impress her will on others.
Still, keep an eye on her. Dangerously intelligent, that one.
You sound jealous. Wait, are you two science rivals?
Oh no, we operate on very different wavelengths. Literally.
で、
Hard to read, that one, but she seems to know what she's doing.
She's kind of mean.
You know, I simply assumed all detectives were sharp, rigorous, and thorough. Then, of course, I met you.
どういうことどういうことみたいな顔してたね。
Nobody could deny her talent. She was remarkable, artistically gifted, but also highly
でも
intelligent.
よかったん
Those
だ。
two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
Was she ever interested in astronomy?
I don't think she was. The fault may well lie with me for failing to inspire her. But I think she was captivated by more tangible things here on Earth. My daughter loved her. Fiona, too. That said, in the last year or so, more and more I've begun to notice her by herself, wandering the gardens at the most peculiar hours. She must have explored every inch of the grounds 100 times over.
敷地の隅
Quite
々
a
を100
restless
回以上。
spirit, I think. I'm surprised she chose to live at Tangle Tower as long as she did.
何か探してたのかな。
What do you want me to say? He's the gardener.
He's a member of the
そう
family.
だよ、家族
Yeah,
じゃん。
but not the Pointer family.
What happened to his parents? Do you know?
His father, Flint, is Felix's brother. Strange man. Don't think anybody knows what happened to him, but he certainly doesn't live here anymore.
What about his mother?
Emily? I've not met her. She never actually
何
married
何
into the
どういう
Fellow
こと
family. Her relationship with Flint was, it was short-lived.
どういうことよ。
I don't especially want to talk about myself. Introspection often leads to vanity.
Wait, does it?
Why don't we discuss the moons of
そ
Jupiter
れまた
instead?
今度ね。
I'm not sure if we have time. Aren't there like 10 of them?
83.
Yeah, we don't have time.
83個あるんだ、エッセイって。
Ah, Penelope, our resident ornithologist.
住み
Penny's
込
your
みの
niece, is that right?
At this moment in time, until she marries the gardener.
She'll still be your niece.
But she'll depart from the world of the Pointers and join the Fellows. Like rats deserting a sinking ship.
なんかすごいフェロー教あんまりよく思ってないね、ポインターさんはね。
My Poppy, my pride and joy. Exceptionally talented pianist from a young age. Hold on. Why is she on your list of suspects?
Because she's a suspect.
うん、まあとりあえず
no,
全員
I
ね。
can personally vouch for her innocence. She'd never. Well, the truth is, she loved Freya very dearly.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to
Oh.
Poppy's mother?
Primrose? She was Flora's sister, a Remington by
フ
birth.
ローラの姉
The playing field has never really been even
去
since
っ
she
た。
left.
Where did she go?
Away. She went away.
She went away どういう意味だろう。まだあれかな。あ、おっしゃった。フィッツと話をしよう。こりゃ骨が折れる感じだ。全員と話した方がいいってことだね。なんでそんな端にいるの？あなたとペニーを聞きたいけど、でも絶対
I
全部
like
聞いた方がいいんだよ
Flora.
な。
I hope she's all right.
Do you think she had anything to do with the murder?
There's no way. She wouldn't willingly cause any additional suffering for anyone.
でもフローラさんってさ、殺害現場にいたけどなんで何も話さないんだろう。
Felix is a contradiction. His loyalties are placed firmly within the realm of materialism, money, property. But his ego relies on an entirely fraudulent self-image, don't you think?
I was just about to say the same thing.
思ってなかったくせに。
Fifi doesn't like me.
What did you do?
I'm not sure. If you find out, maybe you can let me know.
ビーフィーは僕のこと嫌い。なんでだろう。
She questioned me,
About what?
my work, the plants, bit of everything.
Did she search the greenhouse?
No, she didn't.
You sure? Maybe she did it when you weren't in there.
No, she hasn't touched it.
How can you tell?
ね、
Trust me, I can tell.
なんでわかんの？
She was always kind to me. She'd come into the greenhouse when I was working, sometimes by herself, sometimes with Poppy. I think they were just
ポッ
bored
ピー
at
と来て
first.
た？
Eventually, they started asking questions.
About what?
Poppy wanted to learn about flowers. Freya, she used to ask me about the insects.
Insects?
One of my jobs is to protect plants from things that might eat them. Freya brought me this little glass box, leaves and twigs inside.
部屋にあっ
She'd
た。
say, put all the troublemakers in there. Every day I'd put a handful of beetles and other things in the box. Then she'd come along and take it away. I didn't really understand her,
よくわか
but
ん
she
ない。
was always kind.
真ん中の部屋について聞きたいんだけど、
Have you met this guy, Fitz? Shifty eyes, doesn't say a lot.
あなたの
Totally
こと。
suspicious, if you ask me.
That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a joke. I was joking.
Oh, I see.
あの部屋の話を聞かないんだね。
I imagine you don't visit the astronomy tower too often, do you?
No, but I still see Pointer sometimes. He's always curious about what I'm growing in the greenhouse. Asks me about the birds too, and insects. He's pretty clued up on his evolutionary
進
biology.
化生物
I
学。
didn't think there was much overlap between astronomy and biology.
てんてんてん。どういうことだろう。
Penelope is my fiancée.
Don't take this the wrong way, but Penny doesn't really strike me as your type.
She's not who she pretends to be.
本当の彼
People
女。
think she's, well, they make assumptions.
And how's the relationship doing recently?
Good. It's good.
It's good. でもてんてんてんだってよ。
Poppy and I are friends.
Oh, I can buy that. Dark clothes, blue hair, an average of 3 words per sentence.
Three
Like
words.
2 peas in a pod.
She's very kind. and
髪
she has
の
an
色も似
interest
てる
in
よね。
plants. Unusual flowers mostly. I've been teaching her.
Right.
Is something wrong?
何がおかしい？どういうこと？これもしかしたらさ、全員これお話聞く感じ？天文台の塔を調査しよう。変わったよ。何を調査するんだ？上？
It's too cloudy to see any stars right now.
今曇っているから星は見えないな。
It's also daytime.
それに今は昼間よ。この人何やってんのじゃあ。まだじゃあ調べるもの、あ、これ
The bell jar. It's empty.
ガラスじゃ空だな。
What do people normally keep in bell jars?
なんかこれさ、美女と野獣のバラが入ってた感じだよね。
Other than bells, you mean?
ガラス以外にってことかい？てんてんてん。聞く？聞く？でも部屋を探せって感じだったんだよな。これ聞いてみようか。
What's this?
It looks like it might be a
分か
telescope.
ってないんだ。
Thought you might know something about it.
Well, it certainly is a telescope. It has a part there to screw onto a tripod, you see?
三脚。
It's rather small, though. I'm not sure you could see many stars with it.
No, probably not.
違うね。おい。なんでペニーになったの急に。ペニー。いいんだよね。ここペニーだよね。ペニーだよね。お話ししましょうか。めっちゃほのぼの BGM が。フィッツとの関係を聞く？このマークなんだろうね。あ、なんかここだけ色が白いんだけど。
Oh, did you talk to Poppy already?
Yeah, a little bit.
And did you make any notes of what she told you?
Yeah, I did.
Lovely. Burn them.
Lovely.
It'll all be lies.
は？
Why would Poppy lie to us?
Because that's what she does. She's a snake. Looks like one too.
Don't you think you're being a little unfair, Penny?
She started it.
色が違うのこれだけだったよね。ちょっと一回下がってみようか。これでペニーって言われなかったら、ポッピー気づかなかった。色が違うのがあるんだ。音が不穏。色が違うのだけある。
That's me. I'm on a list of murder suspects. Always thought that would be kind of cool, but it's just tedious.
飽き飽きし
Falls
ちゃ
a
う。
little short, doesn't it?
あ、違う？破れた写真見てみる？
はい。 know what that is.
あ、嘘ついてる。
Considering we found it hidden in your room?
Well, my room is full of junk. There's probably a bunch of stuff hidden in there. I don't mean like... Please stop talking to me.
話しかけないでなの？どういうことだ？正面玄関を調査しよう。変わってきてるよ、どんどん。ここだけか。大広間か。正面玄関って、あ、これか。タングルタワー。これ気になるよね。
Do you think he'll start to move if we try to go inside?
あ、最初と一緒だ。
I think he'll just silently.
でもなんかヒントが。
Is that an envelope?
あ、封筒かしら。
It's been opened, but the letter's still in there.
一度開けられてるな。でも手紙は入ったまま。
Let's read it.
読んでみよう。新しいの来
Isn't
た
that
よ。
an invasion of someone's privacy?
プライバシーの侵害じゃない？
No, definitely.
あ、その通りだ。開封済みの手紙。封が切られた封筒の中には1枚の紙が入っている。暗号は別の紙に書いた。覚えたら始末しろ。君の理由には賛同できん。そこで見つけることは無理だろう。何それ？何それ？初めてだったね。フェリックス。フェリックスってどれだっけ？お、この人か。冒険家だ。お話ししましょう。あ、ここもほのぼの。ここも割とほのぼの。いやいや、ここしかない。気のせいなのこのマーク。
Poppy's a good friend to my daughter. Always has been. I think they get on well because they're so
フィーフィーの
Different, like how?
Poppy is, she's quite introspective, good with feelings. Fiona, not so much.
not so
Still,
much.
Poppy always seems to be sulking about something.
The heavy, heavy price of emotional intelligence.
へえ。いいのかな？色あれしただけで。また聞くのかな？はい。もうこれヒント頼りだね。フィフィ？今ポッピーばっかり色が違うけど。ねえ、ポッピーだけなんでこんな色が違うんだろう。
Name, Poppy Pointer. Age, 19. Profession, Apparently, Poppy has defaced my notes. Under profession, I had, of course, originally written pianist, but she has crossed that out and written the ghost of Christmas yet to come.
クリスマスの幽霊。でも触って色が変わるわけでもないんだよな。まだ溶けてないのがあるのかな。ここだ。あ、なんか溶いてないのあった気がしたな。あ、メトロノーム溶いたわ。これか。
A big glass door
ガラス張りのドアだ。
leads out into a garden.
庭につながっているんだな。何らかの方法で。
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
取っ手の脇にちょっとした仕掛けがあるわね。あ、気づかなかった。わあ。逆だ。逆なんだ。向こうは太陽のタイルだもんね。ちょっとヒント見てみようか。
Nothing. Still locked.
All four tiles have a moon symbol.
4個のタイルに月の記号がついてるわ。
Those other symbols look like suns. Surely that's something to do with it?
他の記号は太陽みたいだ。何かしら関係してるはずだよな。
I think it is, but in an abstract kind of way.
そうだと思うわ。でも何か抽象的な意味でね。わかったわかった。向こうの部屋のフィッツの部屋のとこは太陽ここに置くんだ。わかったわかった。よし、行ってみよう。303 303 24。
I guess we'll come back later.
よし、行ってみよう。
But
行ってみよう。
roomy.
忘れちゃうから、忘れちゃうから、
But roomy.
忘れちゃうから、忘れちゃうから。忘れちゃう、忘れちゃう。忘れちゃう。
It's locked.
I
But
thought we
we
were.
are.
What's that thing by the handle?
3、0、3、2、4。で、月々が2、3、2、3。2、3、
Let's come
2、
back
3。
once we know.
2、3、2、3。2、3、2、3。ごめんね、特殊な覚え方して。
A big glass door leads out.
There's a little mechanism.
2、3、2、3。どう？来た。華麗すぎない今の。
Something happened.
何かが起きたぞ。
That must be it.
そのようね。あいった。
And the door's still
Oh.
locked.
それでもまだドアに鍵がかかってるわ。
I still feel like we made some sort of progress.
でも何かしらの進歩はあったと思う。で、フィッツ君の部屋行って、開くぞ、これで。絶対開く。
It's locked. But at
I
least
thought we
we
were.
are.
What's that thing by the handle?
開くんだわ、これ。あれ ?2、3。来たよ。
It made a noise.
音がした。
I guess that was right.
ってことは正解ってことよね。かっちゃん。
Finally, it's open.
やっとだわ、開いた。
Whatever's on the other side better be worth it.
あの向こう側に何があるにせよ、この苦労に見合うだけの価値があればいいけどな。外へ出る。やった初めて来た。気持ち悪い。気持ち悪い。
Giant stone frog.
巨大な石のカエルいいわね。
Yeah, he's got his tongue out like he's catching snowflakes.
雪の結晶を捕まえるみたいに舌を出してる。
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
でもそれは雪の結晶じゃないわね。羽だわ。4枚の羽。大きなカエルの石像の下の上付近で見つかった4枚の羽。
It's another little statue, doing a really bad job of hiding in the bushes.
また象だ。茂みに隠れるのが下手だな。
He's playing a lute this time.
今回のカエルはリュートを演奏してるわ。
He's also wearing headphones.
しかもヘッドホンつけてる。
Well, they're not part of the statue.
元からついているものではないわね。
And they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
それにヘッドホンじゃない。耳当てよ。リュートの像。少し風化している像。奇妙な生き物がリュートを持っている。頭の部分には耳当てがつけられている。なんでだろう。てるるん。沼地のモンスター。水陸両生の生き物の3つの像を見つける。で、実績が出た。
A little pond.
小さな池だ。
It looks really, really deep for some reason.
すごく深そうに見えるわね。なぜだかわからないけど。屋上から下につながってるとか？
See those metal bars around the edges too?
縁にある金属の棒が見える？
Oh yeah. What are you supposed to have for?
ああ、あれは何のためにあるんだ？
Nothing anymore.
目的はないと思うわ。今はね。
Looks like somebody broke them and they never bothered to fix it.
きっと誰かが壊してしまってそれを修理しようとしなかっただけよ。これ？
A little pond.
It looks really. See those nothing. Looks like somebody broke them and then never.
橋。
Oh good. A bridge.
いいね、橋だ。
I'm glad to know there's a way to get across that tiny pond.
ものすごく小さな池を渡る方法があると分かって嬉しいよ。
Not all bridges are about getting across stuff.
渡る以外の目的で作られている橋もあるわよ。どういうこと？なんか調べるものある？卵。
More egg statues.
ここにも卵の像があるわね。
I don't get it. Why eggs?
わかんない。どうして卵なんだ？
Well, either they have some special significance.
そうね、何か特別な意味があるのか。
Or the sculptor was just really lazy.
それかこの彫刻家はすごく怠け者なのかも。
What do you mean?
どういう意味？
An egg has got to be the easiest shape to make.
だって卵って一番簡単な形じゃない？あ、花。
It's a rose bush, growing on a little patch of bluish soil.
バラの低木だ。青っぽい土が敷かれてるの。
Apart from a couple of loose petals on one side, the whole thing looks very well cared for.
片側の花びらが少し散っているのを除けば全体的によく手入れがされてるみたいだ。
The roses are bright red too.
それに色がすごく明るいわ。
Aren't roses normally that color?
バラって普通そういう色なんじゃないのか？
Exactly.
Exactly. 昆虫。
That's one big dragonfly.
ドラゴンフライ、オニヤンマ。
Or one very small dragon.
それがミニヤンマだな。他に調べるもんないっぽい？
More egg statues.
I don't get it.
Well, are the sculpt. An egg has got to be the easiest.
The door into Poppy's room.
ポピーの部屋へ続くドアだ。
So only Poppy and Fitz can get into the garden.
それじゃポピーとフィッツだけが庭に出ることができるってこと？
I guess so.
そういうことになるかな。でも遠くに何か、なんかいっぱい鳥がいる。
Trees. On a roof.
木だ。屋根の上にある。
In a garden.
そして庭の中にあるわ。
In a garden. On a roof.
庭園に、しかも屋根の上のな。他になんか
So relaxing.
あんのかな？リラックスできるわ
I
ね。
might just stay here.
もうずっとここにいようかし
Oh,
ら。
shall I go finish the investigation on my own?
じゃあ残りの調査は一人で終わらせなきゃいけないのかな？
That'd be great.
そしてちょうだい。入ってきたけど別にだよね。羽とこの像だけしか。
A little water feature.
小さな噴水みたいになってる。
It's making me sleepy.
眠たくなってく
Wonder
る
how
わ。
it's hooked up.
どうやって取り付けてるんだろう。覗いたはいいけどなんか進展してるって感じもないんだよな。さあこれで全部開いたね。どういうことだ。まだ調べられるものがあるのかな。